and that Vice President Harris would build on that. The former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, Michael Jeffries, is arrested on sex trafficking charges.
Investigators say he forced men to take part in sex parties at his house in New York and other locations across the world. It went on for years, according to authorities. So Jeffries is looking at time behind bars if convicted here of running what authorities say was an international sex trafficking and prostitution business. He was arrested after he was hit with a civil lawsuit last year. So that's how the feds kind of found out about this, through the civil process.
Fox's Alexis McAdams. Federal prosecutors say this indictment includes more than a dozen young men, but that dozens more were involved. Jeffrey's romantic partner and a third man were also arrested. Former movie producer Harvey Weinstein, in prison for sex crimes and awaiting a retrial, reportedly has cancer.
According to NBC and ABC News, Weinstein has chronic myeloid leukemia, a form of bone marrow cancer. Weinstein's spokesperson did not elaborate further, only stating it is both troubling and unacceptable that such private and confidential health matters have become a subject of public discourse. Weinstein most recently appeared in a New York courtroom to plead not guilty to an additional criminal sex act charge. Weinstein had previously been hospitalized during the summer for other issues, including diabetes, along with contracted COVID-19 and double pneumonia while in the hospital. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
A mixed finish on Wall Street. The Dow down about 7 points, the S&P down about 3, but the NASDAQ up 33. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
We now interrupt regular scheduled programming to bring you a special presentation of the River Radio Sports Network.
And good afternoon. Welcome to Chaffee, Missouri. It is Frisco Field, the site of this Class II District 1 championship game. We are minutes until we have the opening pitch, and coming up here during our pregame, we will have a live interview coming up with head coach Daniel Sexton before this big matchup here at the bottom of the hour. And we've got your starting lineups as well as your keys to victory this afternoon. Takes on the Lady Devils out of Chaffee, and we will have exclusively on today's talk, 93.3 FM, 9:30 AM, KWOZ. Online, the audio portion of this broadcast, we are streaming it online at KWOC.com, and we have video by going to MishaTV.com. And you click on the link that we have set up in our broadcast right now by finding us on Facebook. So many ways to find us before the first pitch coming up at the bottom of the hour. And man, we got here today about 1 o'clock, 1:15, and it is on the windier side, or has been. The good news is the winds have subsided just a little bit, so we are hoping that we are going to be able to get this game in with no issues wind-wise, and we are hoping that our video stream will stay the way are broadcasting live on video as well as on the radio, so make sure, and if you're listening to us right now on Facebook, make sure and hit that share. Let us know where you're listening from. And of course, coming up at the bottom of the hour, Neelyville is looking to do something they have not done since 2022 in championship. Chaffee was in this spot a year ago, and they were able to make it all the way to the Final Four. So we'll recap it all coming up here before the bottom of the hour. So real quick, on the radio, we're going to go to a quick timeout. And back here, we'll have your opening lineups. We will have the first pitch coming up directly at the bottom of the hour. You're watching and listening to Lady Tiger Softball on the River Radio Sports Network.
When you need a tow truck, it's more than just a guy showing up in a big truck. That's why at Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, we pride ourselves on being the best. Vernon Barker here, owner of Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Not only do we have the largest fleet capable of doing any size job, we have the most combined experience in the area. When you need a tow, whether from a breakdown or accident, for your auto or semi, remember, request the pros. It's Barker's by request at 573-785-7811.
I keep pushing my chair closer to the TV.
Glare makes it hard for me to drive at night.
I can barely read small print.
Are cataracts impairing your vision? Cataracts are a natural part of aging, and everyone gets them at some point. If your vision isn't as clear as it should be, call Brad Stuckenschneider of Eye Care Specialists at 686-5579. 686-5579.
Eye Care Specialists, caring for the needs of your special eyes.
Whether you're in the market to buy or sell a home or invest in land or recreational property, talking with a reputable team of professionals makes that decision easier. Like the team at PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialists, with a combination of over 70 agents and back office staff, as well as over 330 years of combined experience. They are not just agents. PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialists list on all major nationwide websites, showcasing properties with professional photos, videos, and FFA certified drone coverage. PB Realty, a premier brokerage, is the area's leader in the real estate industry, known for uncompromising integrity and customer satisfaction. Broker-owner Nathan Maurer invites you to discuss your next real estate investment by calling PB Realty at 573-785-7600 or Legacy Farm and Land Specialist at 573-785-0530. With agents located across Missouri as well as Kentucky and Illinois, they are anywhere you need them to be. PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist.
Whitworth's Gift Chest Jewelers is a family affair. I'm the owner, Steve Whitworth. My folks Guy and Evelyn were the founders. My son Matt is our manager, and his brother Andy is our goldsmith. As the only GIA-trained gemologist in the area, I can appraise your heirlooms and make sure they are properly cared for. Come to Whitworth's Gift Chest Jewelers and let our family take care of yours. You'll be amazed at what we have to offer. We're Whitworth's Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart Supercenter is next door to us in Poplar Bluff.
Thinking about insurance? Think Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners. And here's why Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners should be your first choice. I'm Matt Phillips with Ozark Legacy Insurance. We offer expert advice, personalized service, and we work with a wide variety of carriers to help find the best coverage for you. We make the insurance process easy and stress-free. So let us be your first choice for auto, home, business, life, health, and even Medicare. Choose Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, where it's always our family protecting your family.
It is 10 minutes now after the hour, and first pitch is on the way beginning at the bottom of the hour. Let's spend just a moment here and thank making all this possible. Without him, we would not be here today. They include Russians Towing and Auto. Also being brought to you by B&J Fencing, Dickin Charlet Farm, Smith & Sons Excavating. Also being brought to you by Mizell's Rock and Dirt, Representative Cameron Parker, Shepherd Auto Sales, Dental Arts Group, Ross Block and Tile Company, and brought to you by just some of our sponsors here today, bringing you this softball game here in Chaffee. It is the Lady Devils taking on the Lady Tigers out of Neelyville. Let's break it down just a little bit, and let's start with the Lady Devils and their road to getting here to the finals here this afternoon in the opening round of this St. Pius out of Festus. They were able to get a win at 6-0 during that contest. On Saturday, they took on the Kelly Lady Hawks and get a win 8-0 in that matchup, which sets us up for this ball game here today between Neelyville and Chaffee. Teams met up earlier this season. Neelyville getting a 3-2 victory in that matchup. In that game, by the way, it was played in Neelyville, and that was back on September 30th. So these two teams, they know each other very well, and they know each team can play small ball. It's going to come down to which team does not make the mistakes. And we are sitting right behind, or right beside, the first base dugout side where Neelyville is going to be sitting here today. Now, looking at what they've got to work with, they are coming in at 23-6 overall this year. Number 6 in Class 2. You look at some of their common opponents here so far this season, each team has pretty much won against everybody they have faced, with the exception on Chaffee's side, 2 teams, and that is Donovan beating Chaffee 5-0, and Neelyville beating Donovan 8-4. Also, just a few days ago, Notre Dame out of Cape Girardeau, Neelyville getting a 4-2 win. Meanwhile, Chaffee getting a 3-0 loss in that ball game. 2 teams that they are common, where one team has won, the other team has not. You look at the stats coming in, Chaffee coming in 23-6. Now they are 7-2. Technically, it is a neutral site. However, it's going to be a home game for Chaffee, being here in Chaffee. They are 7-2 at home, coming in averaging 8 runs a ball game, only giving up less than 2 runs per ball game. So that's a quick glance of the Lady Devils out of Chaffee. Let's take a look now at the Lady Tigers out of Neelyville. They come in, they are ranked number 4 in Class 2, and looking this past Saturday, they had a big win over East Carter in that ball game. That got things going early in the contest. She would end up with back, and then following suit, Reese Dobbins, a 3-hit ball game, including a game-ending 2-run home run. She would also have a double and 4 RBIs. How about Dixie Cloud? She would add a double in the ball game as well. She would also have an RBI. Callie Moss would have 2 hits in the ball game, a couple of RBIs. Overall, September Pressler with the win on Saturday. She goes 5 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 run. It was an unearned run. She walked none, struck out 7. She faced 19 batters overall, threw 61 pitches in the ball game. Of those 61 pitches, 41 were for strikes. So that is the only game so far in districts. They had an 11-1 win. You look coming in number 4 in Class 2, and they are 27 this season. They are 13-1 on a neutral site. They are coming in at runs a ball game, and they're giving up about 2 runs a ball game. Now, these two, when they met up, by the way, you look at the win streak here right now, or the current matchup here, matchup history, Neelyville beat them this season earlier and back in September, and then last year in the same game, different venue, it was Chaffee getting a 6-0 win, propelling Chaffee not only to a district championship, but also a Final Four appearance. Now, the last time these two met up on September 30th, Lack would get a couple of hits in that contest. Also, Reese Dobbins had a big double ball game. Parker Ernst, the first baseman, had 2 hits in the ball game. And then September Pressler helping out a couple of hits, a couple of RBIs. Macy Andrews pitched in that ball game, going 2 innings, giving up 3 hits, a walk and a strikeout. September Pressler come in. She got the victory, 5 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, a couple of runs, both earned. She walked 1 and struck out 6 in that ball game back on September the 30th. So that is where we are this afternoon. It is at 6:16 right now. We are less than 15 minutes until we have the opening pitch. Sun is starting to go down, and the wind is still going out toward center field. So we'll see today if that's going to be to the hitter's advantage, as the winds are going to be field. Both teams are looking to clinch their spot into the state quarterfinals. To do that, each team's got to come out and play mistake-free this afternoon. We were talking to the head Sexton of Neelyville, and he tells me that his team is loose. They are comfortable in this environment, so we're going to see coming up exactly how comfortable Neelyville is in this environment as soon as we have the opening pitch coming up at the bottom of the hour. Looking over at Chaffee's side, they definitely have home field advantage in this ball game. We are at Frisco Field in Chaffee. Seed Neelyville, the number 1 seed. Neelyville will be in the first base dugout. They will be the home team this afternoon. They will bat second. In the third base dugout, but on the scoreboard, it'll still say Chaffee, and Neelyville will say guest. Are correct on Misha TV. We've got Chaffee listed first, and then Neelyville on our video board. So that is the stage, and we are less than 12 minutes away until we tip, or I should say have our opening pitch this afternoon between these two powerhouses of Neelyville and Chaffee. Back in just a moment. Don't go. Come right back with our keys to victory, and we'll try to interview head coach Sexton. It's all still to come as we continue live here in Chaffee. You're watching and listening to Lady Tigers softball on the River Radio Sports Network.
Thinking about insurance? Think Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners. And here's why Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners should be your first choice. I'm Matt Phillips with Ozark Legacy Insurance. We offer expert advice, personalized service, and we work with a wide variety of carriers to help find the best coverage for you. We make the insurance process easy and stress-free. So let us be your first choice for auto, home, business, life, health, and even Medicare. Choose Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, where it's always our family protecting your family.
Hi, I'm Jordan with J.W. Walker & Sons Recycling. Let me maximize your metals value and make you profit. We offer top dollar for your ferrous and non-ferrous metals and are fully equipped to handle industrial accounts of any size with up-to-date market pricing at jwscrap.com. Open Monday through Thursday 8 to 4 and Friday 8 to 3. Located just east of the Poplar Bluff Airport on Highway B. Give us a call at 573-686-7840. J.W. Walker & Sons, where you can turn your scrap into cash.
Caliber Cafe inside Black River Shooting Supplies has daily lunch specials. Today's special is what many folks call the most delicious gourmet burgers in town. Try one of the Caliber burgers, Swiss mushroom burgers, or Western burgers. All come with your choice of bun or Texas toast. And of course, that includes French fries and your drink. You won't find a better burger within 100 miles. Stop by the Caliber Cafe today for lunch inside Black River Shooting Supplies and Indoor Range, Business 67 South Poplar Bluff.
Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Bell from Hillcrest Animal Hospital. It's National Pet Wellness Month, and it's the perfect time to prioritize your furry friend's health. At Hillcrest, we offer AHA accredited care from routine checkups to urgent services. Whether at your farm or in our Poplar Bluff or Doniphan hospitals, you can trust us to provide top-notch veterinary services. We're here to ensure your pets stay happy and healthy. Call us at 573-785-1471 and give your pet the best of the best.
Hey, this is Brett from Greg's Auto Sales, and we've been helping folks get top quality pre-owned vehicles for over 30 years. Everyone at Greg's is committed to making sure you drive home in the vehicle of your dreams, no matter what your credit situation is. And remember, we'll trade for anything we don't have to feed. Listen, if you need a car, truck, van, SUV, boat, motorcycle, or maybe even a vehicle for your business, Greg's Auto Sales in Poplar Bluff truly has something for everyone. Call one of my guys at 573-785-1224 or go check us out at gregsautosalesmo.com.
All right, so we are back here live in Chaffee. It is 4:21, and now we are watching the two head coaches. We're going to watch the two head coaches to exchange the lineups. Coach Daniel Sexton of Neelyville in his second season as head coach. Coach Brian Horrell of the Chaffee Lady Devils. Their assistant coaches are Sean Powderly and Bailey Hughes. On the other side, for Coach Sexton, you've got Coach, the assistant coach on Lady Tigers. So we're a little bit earlier than good news. First pitch is on the way here this afternoon. And for these two teams, it is do or die in this championship game. Both teams are looking for a big win. The winner will go quarterfinals on Saturday. And to do that, they're going to have to win here today. So here we go as we get ready here to give you the opening lineups. Remember, Chaffee, they will be the away team on our scoreboard, and they will bat first here this afternoon. It is a really gorgeous afternoon here for high school softball. Nothing major in the weather department other than some strong south winds. We're about a 16 miles an hour wind. It is 80 degrees. But by the time we end our broadcast, hopefully we're not going to have side just a little bit. That is the hopefully get things going early and often in this one. So the two coaches that shake hands, and let's go ahead now and we're going to actually have the starting lineups, and then we will have the national anthem as well. So we'll keep it here for both of those events as the two teams are going to be lining up, and then we'll turn things over to the PA address announcer, and he will have the official starting lineups. Anna Lack is being introduced first. Jade Crosswhite batting second this afternoon. Rudy Dobbins, cleanup hitter, is Dixie Cloud for the Lady Tigers. Also Parker Ernst, she'll be at first base here this afternoon. Callie Moss going to bat sixth. September Pressler in the seventh spot. Number 24 is Maya Martin. And Devin Gore will play left field here this afternoon. And now they're going to be introducing the Chaffee Lady Devils. Leading off is going to be the pitcher, Carly Ann Casso. Second baseman is Millie Carey. Center fielder will be Reese Van Pelt. The cleanup hitter at third base is Paisley Graham. Batting in the 5 spot, the first baseman, Jersey Lynn.
Shortstop, number 4,
Bailey Robertson is being introduced now as the shortstop. The catcher is Jocelyn Halen. And in the 8th spot, the left fielder, Addison Erhan. And Jordan Brown at right field in the 9th spot. Now we're going to pause, and we're going to have our national anthem. Then we'll come back for the open.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red rays was blazing. They gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
So there you go. There is our national anthem, and now we are about ready for the opening pitch. And so with that being said, let's get to our starting lineups here this afternoon, and let's begin with the afternoon. The Lady Devils out of Chaffee. Leading things off will be the pitcher, Carly Ann Casso. She is a sophomore, batting in the 2 spot. The second baseman, in the third position, center fielder Reese Van Pelt. Batting cleanup at third base is Paisley Graham. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jersey Lynn. Batting sixth, it'll be the shortstop, Bailey Robertson. Batting seventh is the catcher, Jocelyn Halen. And batting eighth is Addison field. And in the 9th position, it is the right fielder, Jordan Brown, a sophomore. Let's do the defensive lineup here for the Lady Tigers of Neelyville. In center field, it is Jade Crosswhite. In left field, Devin Gore. Over in right field, Maya Martin. Looking around the at third base, it is Rudy Dobbins. At second base, Callie Moss. At shortstop is Dixie Cloud. First base, it is Parker Ernst. Behind the plate, Anna Lack. And on the mound for the Lady Tigers of Neelyville, it is September Pressler. She is making this afternoon her 18th, or make that her, she's 18-0, making on the season. She has pitched 108 1/3 innings, giving up 73 hits, 27 runs, 17 earned, 29 walks, struck out 140 so far this season. So here we go. The opening pitch, it is 4:28. We are so glad to have you alongside here. Castile. First pitch is on the way from September Pressler. And we are underway. First pitch is taken for a ball, and 1 ball and no strikes. So we are officially underway here in Chaffee. It is 1 ball and no strikes. September Pressler getting the start here. Kasu is batting .283 on the season at 16 RBIs, then takes ball 2 a little high. 2 balls and no strikes. Carly, she is batting .218 RBIs so far this season. A little high as well. 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 the count. That's Kasu in the lead. The starting pitcher for the Lady Devils. 80 degrees at game time is the official temp, and lost her on 4 straight pitches. And the Lady Devils now, they've got a runner on first base with nobody out. Coming up to the plate now is Millie Carroll. She is batting .356 on the season, 18 RBIs. So a leadoff walk here by Chaffee, and we are underway. Carroll, a freshman for the Lady Devils, playing second base here today. You look at the speed on first base. Carly-Ann Kasu. Speed, and she'll stay put there. Ball 1 taken a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball. Strikes. Here is the pitch, and this one called a strike. Good pitch. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. One here in the top of inning number 1. Just misses up high for a ball. 2 ball strike. So 2-1 the count. Two-1 here in the top of inning number 1 as Millie Carroll up to the plate, swing and a miss. And now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Remember, we are also live on Misha TV this afternoon. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way by Pressler. Popped up and out of play. We'll do it again. On deck is Reese Van Pelt, coming in batting .320 on the season. She is standing on deck with a runner on first base and nobody out. Carroll trying to advance the runner, and strike 3 is called. Couldn't hold off the pitch. 1 down here in the inning.
Number 15, Reese Van Pelt.
So now Pressler now 6 strikeouts away from 800 for her career. Here is the first pitch on the way to Reese Van Pelt. Right down the pike, and there is strike 1. It's no balls and 1 strike. Runner on first base, 1 down here in the inning. Van Pelt coming up. She is batting .320, 22 RBIs. Chaffee not known for the long ball. They've only got one home run this season. This one in front, and Kasu takes off, and she is down to second base, and Kasu now in a scoring position. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. An RBI double for Reese Van Pelt, and it is a 1-0 ball game. And there's a strike is called. It is no balls and 2 strikes here. It is a 1-0 ball game here. Chaffee with a runner on second base. No balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Burned it right past her, and there is 2 down here in the inning.
Now batting number 21.
So 2 down. Jersey Lynn coming up to the plate. 2 away in the inning. September Pressler down a run here in the top of inning number 1. Here is the first pitch on the way. This one fouled away. No balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count now to Jersey, or make that to Jersey Lynn. She is batting .386 on the season, 23 RBIs. With runners in scoring position, she is batting .412 on the season. 2 down, a runner already in for the Lady Tigers, or make that the Lady Devils. Good pitch right to Parker Ernst at first base. She will step on the bag, and that is how the side is retired. So the Lady Devils pick up 1 run on 1 hit. 1 is stranded on second base. We go to the bottom of inning number 1. It is a 1-0 ball game as the Lady Tigers now coming up to the plate. It took 20 pitches by September Pressler as that inning will come to a close. Let's go ahead now and look at the offensive lineup here this afternoon for Coach Sexton and the Lady Tigers out of Neelyville. No changes from Saturday. Leading things off will be the catcher for the Lady Tigers, and Anna Lack, only a freshman. Batting second at center field is Jade Crosswhite. Batting third at third base, it is Reese Dobbins. Batting cleanup at shortstop, Dixie Cloud. Batting in the 5 spot, the first baseman Parker Ernst. Batting sixth at second base, Callie Moss. Batting seventh, she is the pitcher, September Pressler. Batting in the 8th spot, the DP, Mallory Dickin. And batting ninth, Maya Martin. She is out in right field. In left field is Devin Gore. Let's look at the defensive lineup here for the Lady Devils. Out of Chaffee in right field, Jordan Brown. In left field, Addison Erhan. In center field, Reese Van Pelt. Let's go around the infield now. Third base, it is Paisley Graham. At shortstop, Bailey Robertson. At second base, Millie Carroll. At first base, Jersey Lynn. Behind the plate is Jocelyn Hanlon. And on the mound for the Lady Devils of Chaffee, it is Carly Ann Kasu. And she is coming in to the ball game, making her 18th start of the season. She is 13-4 overall. She has pitched 107 2/3 innings, giving up 65 hits, 25 runs, 11 earned. She has walked 18, struck out 81. Her earned run average is .720. So there is the numbers on Kasu as we get ready for the bottom of inning number 1. So Anna Lack is coming up to the plate for the Lady Tigers. She is batting .467 on the season, 1 homer and 15 RBIs. As a leadoff for the Lady Tigers of Neelyville. Down a run here in the early going in this one. Tries to bunt her way on. Takes the first pitch there. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count to Anna Lack. You can hear the dugout right beside me here. We're down that first base line. Lack trying to get on base and get things going for the Lady Tigers. And this one bunted right to Graham at third base, and that's a big first out there. It goes at 5-3 on the out. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of inning number 1. Jade Crosswhite coming up to the plate. Crosswhite had a big hit on Saturday. Would love to get things going here in the bottom of inning number 1, batting .372 with 17 RBIs. Bats left-handed. We'll see how Kasu pitches her here in the bottom of the first inning. Takes this one fouled out of play behind the third base dugout. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count here to Crosswhite. Crosswhite, a senior for the Lady Tigers. Also a 2-sport player, plays basketball and softball. Really good at both. Crosswhite trying to get things going. Nobody on here in the first. Downstairs for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is even to Jade Crosswhite. Dobbins awaiting on deck. So Crosswhite digs in. Wind still an issue here today as the wind has shifted just a little bit. Oh, good bunt by Crosswhite. She is trying to beat it out and does. And she'll end up on first base. Good job there by Crosswhite as she is able to get to first base using her speed to her advantage. So, Lady Tigers now with a runner on first base with 1 down here in the inning. And now Reese Dobbins, they call her Rudy, coming up to the plate. She's got some incredible power, batting .526, 7 home runs, a team leading 7 home runs and 45 RBIs. Runner on first base here with Crosswhite. Crosswhite has a lot of speed, 22 stolen bases here in the fall. We'll see how aggressive Coach Sexton wants to be early in this one. Dobbins' first pitch is up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Lady Tigers here trying to answer back in the bottom of the first. Remember, we're streaming live on Misha TV. Our audio is on Facebook as well as on 93.3 FM and 9:30 AM. Up high for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count with a runner on first base, 1 down. Awaiting on deck is Dixie Cloud, the shortstop for the Lady Tigers. Sun being blocked by some clouds to our back, and it won't be long from now, and the lights will be turned on. Good stop there by the catcher by Hanlon. Better at bat here by Reese Dobbins. She takes ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. Dobbins here on the fall season to this point. She has walked 14 times. Very aggressive at the plate, and she can flat out hit. And she takes strike 1. Thought that was ball 4 for just a second, but the home plate umpire said, nope, there is a strike 1. 3-1 the count. as Dobbins trying to advance cross-white, standing on first base. It is a 1-0 lead by Chaffee. There's ball 4, and now the Tigers have something going with runners on first and second base. Dixie Cloud coming up to the plate. Boy, Cloud, she is a powerhouse as well. She is coming in batting .474, 5 homers, and 25 RBIs. Runner on first and second base with 1 down. We'll see how Dixie Cloud handles this first at bat. Time is called by Cloud. Kasu steps out of the circle. On first base is Dobbins. Second base is Crosswhite. Crosswhite got on with an infield base hit. And then a walk to Dobbins. This one right to the shortstop, over to third base, and got the lead runner there. And Crosswhite is out at third on a fielder's choice. Good stop there by Robertson. And now there is 2 down here in the inning. So 2 away on the fielder's choice. And now Parker Ernst coming up to the plate. So that fielder's choice ends up and goes at 6-5. Parker Ernst now coming up to the plate. She is batting .471. It takes strike 1. It is no balls and a strike here. Runner still on first and second base. Ernst has 6 homers and 31 RBIs this fall season. And boy, she's ripped that one. There is strike 2. Takes it to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. So quickly 0-2 the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Lady Tigers trying to advance the runners from second base. Dobbins standing on second base. Dixie Cloud on first. There's a rocket shot by Parker Ernst, and that's going to score Dobbins. We are tied, and Parker Ernst, they're going to go ahead and wave at Dixie home. She is out at third. I believe the run may have counted before the out. We will check that. I believe no, they're going to take the run off, so the run did not count. Just 1 run counted. And that'll be an RBI double by Parker Ernst.
We go to the top of the segment. The score is all even.
It is a 1-1 ball game. So we go to the top of inning number 2. We are all tied up. We're back in 30 seconds on the River Radio Sports Network.
At Christian Automotive and Tire, we care about your family's safety. With our free tire rotations and trusted repairs, your vehicle will always be in top condition. Don't let finances hold you back. Get no credit financing with just $50 down. Whether you need new tires or maintenance, we've got you covered. Plus, our easy payment option gives you instant shopping power. Visit us on Business 67 South in Poplar Bluff or call 573-785-TIRE. Trust Christian Automotive and Tire for quality service and peace of mind on the road.
So Lady Tigers pick up 1 run on 2 hits, and they leave a runner on. It took 14 pitches. Robertson, Hanlon, and Erhan are all due up here in the top of inning number 2. The score is tied. It is an RBI double officially for Parker Ernst. 3 down here as we get ready for the top of inning number 2, we'll see what Neelyville's defense is able to do as Neelyville is able to come back, and they tie the ball game as we get ready for the top of inning number 2. Chaffee now coming up to the plate. There's a good pitch there by September Pressler. We are underway here in the top of inning number 2. No balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch by Pressler. Up high, count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's a 1-1 count. Due up here in the inning, and is Robertson, Halen, and Erhan. 6, 7, and 8 all due up here in the top of inning number 2. Lady Tigers have come back to tie the ball game. There's a swing. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Neelyville able to get on the board in the bottom of inning number 1. Good pitch there on the strikeout, and there's another one. One down here in the inning. Third strikeout of the ball game for September Pressler. One away here in the inning. So one away in the inning. This one is popped straight up and going over to make the catch. Oh, it drops out of the glove of Moss. Kelly Moss had it for just a moment. And that's going to end up with a runner on first base now. Jocelyn Hanlon is going to end up on first base. We're going to get a courtesy runner to come in now. It'll be Handback wearing number 7, and now it's going to bring out Coach Dobbins to talk to his infield. Runner on first base with one down here in the inning. 1-1 the score. Our ball game is being brought to you by Russian Towing Auto Repairs and Glass Shop. Since 1956, Russian's Towing has been your go-to for towing. They now offer auto repairs, even glass services. They've got you covered. It is Russians to the rescue. 785-6349. And being brought to you by B&J Fencing. They are rooting for the Lady Tigers on their journey to state. B&J Fencing offers custom, commercial, residential, and farm fencing. Call 718-4796. September Pressler, one down, a runner on first base. Swing and a miss. She's ahead in this count. No balls and a strike. Up to the plate is Addison Erhan. She is batting .254 on the season. She's got 9 RBIs. Runner on first base, tie ball game. Pressler now comes set. This one, good pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. So the mound visit in the short term doing wonders right now for the defense of Neelyville. Good crowd here. They're lined up and down the first and third baseline. Neelyville has the first baseline, Chaffee third baseline. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Inside for a ball. Nearly had her tagged out there. Good run there. Good job by Handback, able to get back. Parker Ernst doing a good job there on applying the tag. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the left fielder for Chaffee trying to advance Handback over from first base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and there is out number 2 in the ball game.
Now batting number 8, Jordan
of the inning, I should say. There is the 4th punch out of the ball game by September Pressler. 2 away, Jordan Brown, the 9-hitter, coming up. Jordan Brown batting .267, 1 homer and 15 RBIs. The 1 home run that she has this season back on September 30th. It was against this very team she's facing right now. No balls and a strike as Jordan Brown trying to pick up that runner on first base with 2 down. This one is popped up and Moss is going back, and this time she makes the catch, and the inning will come to a close. So Chaffee ends up stranding a runner on first base. No runs on no hits, and air in the ball in the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Moss, Pressler, and Dickin all due up in the bottom of inning number 2. Neelyville settling down in that inning. No runs and no hits. 1 left on base so far. Chaffee has left 2 on here in this ball game to this point. Pressler only 11 pitches in that last inning. Our ball game is being brought to you by Dickin Charlet Farm. The Dickin family in Poplar Bluff wants to show their support for all of Neelyville in the district tournament. You can also learn more about the Dickin Charlet Farm by calling 573-778 88-28, and being brought to you by Smith & Sons Excavating. They are clearing the way to help the Lady Tigers haul the rock home. Smith & Sons Excavating is a proud supporter of the Class 2 districts. Go Lady Tigers! Smith & Sons Excavating at 573-718-9961. And brought to you by Representative Cameron Parker, is a proud supporter of the high school athletics for Neelyville. Best of luck to the Lady Tigers in the district tournament. It is Representative Cameron Parker and Mizell's Rock and Dirt. They are here for all your rock and dirt needs. No job is too big or too small. Call Terry Mizell at Mizell's Rock and Dirt at 573-429-1257. So we are tied at 1-1 here in the bottom of inning number 2 at Neelyville now. Their time to come up, and we'll see what they're able to do. The score is tied at 1-1 as we get ready for the home half of inning number 2. Moss, Pressler, and Dickin all due up here in the bottom of the second inning. So Kasu back out there. She pitched 14 pitches back in the first inning. Kasu now comes set. Here is the first pitch to Callie Moss. Ripped down the first base dugout. It is no balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count here. As Moss coming in batting .388 on the season. She's got 2 homers and 23 RBIs. Here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. Just misses. Count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count as Moss is trying to get things going here in the 6th spot. Coach Daniel Sexton on first base. Coach Justin Dobbins on third. There's a strike right down the pike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Callie Moss. She is a sophomore for Coach Sexton. She has had a really good fall season, batting .388. She's got 5 extra base hits, and there's a ground ball to Roberts, and not going to be able to corral it, and she'll end up on first base. We'll see how they score that one. That'll be an E6. As Robertson unable to make a clean play. Moss now on first base. And that's going to bring up the Lady Tigers pitcher, September Pressler, batting .333 on the season, 18 RBIs, a couple of big hits the last time she faced this team. Moss standing on first base, showing bunt, and it's going to be a pass ball, and Moss now ends up on second base. So Lady Tigers now have a runner in scoring position. 1 ball and no strikes. We have a tie ball game here in the bottom of inning number 2. Pressler trying to help out her own cause as Moss now standing on second base. 1-0 pitch. This one fouled away to the screen. Tim ducked on that one. There's a fence there, big fella. You'll be all right. I feel bad for Tim. The camera did fall on top of his head earlier today. True story. Pressler batting .371 with runners in scoring position this season. She's got a runner on second base. Here's a 1-1. This one is popped up and out of play. Behind us it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count to September Pressler. Our ball game is being streamed on Misha TV. It's also on Facebook as far as the audio goes and on the radio. Swing and a miss, and there is the first out of the inning. 1 down here in the bottom of inning number 2. That is the first strikeout by Kasu. And now Mallory Dickin coming up to the plate. She is the DP here this afternoon. She is batting .333 on the year with 13 RBIs. Dickin coming in batting .318 with runners on second and third base. There's a pitch downstairs taken for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Lady Tigers trying to climb the mountain. Last time they were district champs was back in 2022. They defeated Kelly that season and they would lose in the state quarterfinals. Chaffee winning last season over Neelyville. They would end up in the Final Four. Runner on second base with a one down here in the inning. Wind has switched directions, blowing out toward left field now. There's a bunt. This one's going to go foul. Nice job there by Mallory Dickin. Love the idea. 1 ball and 1 strike, and she would have been safe as nobody was anticipating a bunt. It just goes foul. Shepherd Auto Sales, a proud supporter. Bobby and Lynn Shepherd with Shepherd Auto Sales are proud supporters of Neelyville softball. Find your next vehicle today at Shepherd's Auto Sales on Highway 67 South. They are located in Harville. Call them today. Go Lady Tigers at Shepherd Auto Sales. That last pitch was fouled behind first base dugout. And now Kasu is ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kasu threw 14 pitches in the first inning, already 11 in the second. There's a ground ball. This one right to the second baseman. Carroll could not get it. And a run's going to come in to score. Neelyville grabs the lead on an overthrow by Carroll. So Moss comes in to score. Dickin stays put on second base, and Neelyville has gained the lead. They lead at 2-1. Couple of errors in the inning. Neelyville has regained the lead for the first time here today. Bunt shown that time by Maya Martin. No balls and a strike. Martin batting .239 on the season with 10 RBIs. Awaiting on deck is the top of the lineup with Anna Lack. 1 run already in here in the second. Neelyville now leading 2-1. Couple of errors in the inning has helped the Tigers. This one fouled away to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Coming up on 5 o'clock here in Chaffee. Neelyville right now, they lead by a score of 2-1. It is no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Kasu, and now there's 2 down in the inning. Second punch out of the ball game. Second strikeout of this inning. And now coming up to the plate, Anna Lack is 0 for 1 this afternoon. She grounded out to third base her first time. She is batting .467 on the season. She's got lightning speed as a leadoff here for Coach Sexton. Downstairs for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes, and make no mistake about it, Anna's got some strong power. 1 homer, 15 RBIs. She has drawn 12 walks so far this fall season, and now Coach Dobbins calling time.
Blue, 461.
Going to walk over and give the play to Lack as well as all of us sitting here. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first base, 2 down. Neelyville leads by a run. Try to bunt her way on. Goes foul. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Like the idea, Coach Dobbins, Coach Sexton being aggressive, only up by a run. It is 5 o'clock. I'm Frankie Castile. Tim Hicks is on the camera. We are streaming live on Misha TV, also on the radio on 93.3 FM and 930 AM. Outside for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Dental Arts Group is a proud supporter of Neelyville softball. They are a general dentistry family practice spanning 3 generations working in Poplar Bluff. Here is the 2-1 pitch. This one is chopped to the second baseman over to first base and got her by a half a step. Great job by Carol, and man, she had to hustle, and the inning will come to a close. So we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Neelyville able to get a run in the inning on a couple of errors. They now lead this ball game 2-1. Coming up for the Lady Devils, Kasu, Carroll, and Van Pelt. It is 1, 2, and 3 all due up here in the top of inning number 3. Neelyville also leaving one runner on. They've stranded 2 so far here through 2 innings. And it took 19 pitches that time by Kasu to get out of the inning. Dental Arts Group is a proud supporter. Their mission is to provide their patients with the best restorative, preventative, and educational dentistry care possible. Call them today, 573-785-0111. It is Dental Arts Group and being brought to you by Ross Block and Tile Company. Are you looking for a septic and concrete contractor that you can trust? Well, Ross Block and Tile Company is Better Business accredited with over 50 years of experience and competitive prices. Call Ross Block and Tile today, 573-785-3016, and brought to you by Moss Playplex. They are your go-to spot for unforgettable events located in Harville. From kids' birthdays to baby showers, they've got indoor batting cages, dodgeball, basketball, and so much more. They are proud supporters of the Lady Tigers here in Neelyville. Call today to make your appointment, 573-609-1250. It is Moss Playplex, another proud supporter of Neelyville softball. Top of inning number 3. Here we go as we are back to the leadoff, and there is a swing and a miss, and we are underway here in the top of inning number 3. Quick strike here to Carly-Ann Kasu, the pitcher for this Lady Devil team. Only a sophomore, by the way. She reaches on a walk her first time, and she would come in to score. This time fouls it, foul tips it anyway. And there is no balls and 2 strikes. So the outfield here for Neelyville. Devin Gore out in left field. Center field is Jade Crosswhite. Left, or make that right field, Maya Martin. This one is popped up, and coming in from center field is Crosswhite. And the ball drops in front of her. It is a leadoff base hit. And Kasu now standing on first base. She has been on base each time she has batted here in the ball game. Millie Carroll coming up to the plate, struck out her first time. She is batting .356. Third base is Reese Dobbins. At shortstop is Dixie Cloud. The infield coming in. She is showing bunt. They anticipated it well. Dobbins to first base. Great job by Reese Dobbins anticipating the bunt. It is a sacrifice bunt, and Kasu now standing on second base with one down.
Van Pelt.
So Van Pelt coming up to the plate. One down here in the inning. Van Pelt, an RBI double back in the first. She has the only RBI so far for Chaffee. Runner back in scoring position. Van Pelt batting .320 entering today's game. She's got 12 doubles, including the one she had back in the first. Here is the first pitch by Pressler. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Fooled her on the speed. No balls and 1 strike. One down here in the inning with a runner on second base. Make sure if you're watching us or hearing us on Facebook, hit that share button for us. Let us know where you're watching. Bill Taylor watching us on Facebook. There's a shot to right field. Martin goes back to make the catch. 2 down in the inning. Maya Martin just saved a run out there in right field.
Now batting number 6, Paisley.
So 2 down in the inning. That's a big out that time as Martin able to make the catch with 2 down. Paisley Graham coming up. She struck out her first time. That one goes F9 on the out. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Dixie Cloud over to first base in time. And the side is retired. So Chaffee ends up and they strand a runner on second base. It goes at 6-3 on the out, and we are going to the home half of inning number 3. No runs on one hit and a runner left on second base. That is the third base runner left on base by Chaffee in this ball game. By the way, it only took 7 pitches at that time by September Pressler. We go to the home half of the third inning. It is a 2-1 score here by Chaffee, or make that by Neelyville. Chaffee trailing in this one. We want to say a big shout out to Hover Farms, a big supporter of Neelyville sports. They include 4 generations of farmers and 4 generations of Neelyville supporters. They are encouraging the girls to glory and a district championship at Hover Farms, and being brought to you by the Bank of Grandin. Trust the Bank of Grandin for all your banking needs. They are proud supporters of high school athletics throughout Southeast Missouri. Call the Bank of Grandin today, 573-989-3401, and being brought to you by Twisted Arrow. They offer a complete range of archery gear from brands like Matthews, Bowtech. Jim and TJ can also tune your bow and install new strings, cables, even sights. They are located right next to Trigger's Gun Shop off of Business 60 and NN Highway. Call 573-785-6914 at Twisted Arrow, a proud supporter of Neelyville softball. And being brought to you by S&T Contracting. They wish for great games and championship celebrations for the Lady Tigers of Neelyville. Jack Stahl hopes all teams play safe and play hard during this district tournament. And Green's Taxidermy. Preserve your trophy moments at Green's Taxidermy in Neelyville. Their skilled taxidermists create lifelike shoulder mounts and full-body displays. Call 573-712-3409 and trust the experts at Green's Taxidermy, a proud supporter of Neelyville softball. Crosswhite comes up to the plate, and she'll take strike one right down the pike. No balls and 1 strike. It is a 2-1 score here in the bottom of inning number 3. Crosswhite trying to get on base here and give this Lady Tigers team some extra momentum here in the third inning. Here is the 0-1 pitch by Kasu, and just misses downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. Remember, our broadcast is streaming live on Misha TV. The link is set up on our Facebook chat. We're also on Facebook with the audio and on the radio on 93.3 FM, 9:30 a.m. and at KWOC.com. Last pitch fouled away down the third base line. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the leadoff hitter, Jay Crosswhite. Reese Dobbins awaiting on deck. She walked and scored the first run. 1-2 pitch right back to Kasu over to first base in time. It goes a 1-3 on the out, and 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of inning number 3. So Rudy coming up to the plate now here in the bottom of the third inning. Dobbins walked and scored back in the first. Coming in the ball game, averaging .526. Here is the first pitch from Kasu to Dobbins. Inside. Had to duck out of the way on that one. 1 ball and no strikes. The winner moves on to the state quarterfinal game on Saturday. Don't have a location or a time yet. First things first, we got to get through this one. Here is the 1-0 pitch on the way. And strike is called at the letters. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. To Dobbins, who walked her first time. Nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. Dobbins digs in. Here is the 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive, base hit, and Dobbins on first base. So a 1-out hit. Dixie Cloud coming up to the plate. Cloud on a fielder's choice her last time. She's got a lot of power. She bats left-handed. Dobbins on first base. We'll see how aggressive Coach Sexton wants to be. Dobbins, 10 stolen bases on the fall. caught stealing just one time at 91% stolen base rate. Here is the first pitch inside for a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Runner on first base here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dixie Cloud, the shortstop here for the Lady Tigers. Love to advance Dobbins over. There's a line drive to the 3rd baseman, and that is a double play. It did not hit the ground on a line drive, and that is how the inning will come to a close. Graham, it'll go L6-3 on the double play, and the side is retired. So 3 outs here, and now we are going to the top of inning number 4. It is still a 2-1 ball game. No runs on 1 hit. Neelyville this time it doesn't strand a runner. The first inning so far, they have not stranded a runner in the ball game. And this time it took just 9 pitches there by Kasu to get out of the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. It is Lynn, Robertson, and Hanlon is all coming up to the plate now for the Chaffee Lady Devils. Our ball game is being brought to you by Turner Farms. Ryan from Turner Farms wants to express his support for his hometown and wish the Neelyville Lady Tigers the best of luck today. Let's go, Tiger Nation. Turner Farms, a proud supporter of Neelyville softball, also being brought to you by BJG Meat Company. For high-quality custom and USDA meat processing, it's BJG Meat Company in Grandin. They have what you need. They're also licensed for deer processing just in time for hunting season. Formerly of Ozark Meats, BJG Meat Company is your trusted, locally owned choice. Follow them on Facebook. And for the latest bundle deals, call 593-4199. BJG Meat Company, proudly supporting the Neelyville Lady Tigers. So here we go now as we get ready for the top of inning number 4. It is a 2-1 game as Jersey Lynn takes this one right behind us. It is no balls and 1 strike. As we are underway, Jersey Lynn grounded out to Parker Ernst on first base, her first time. It is no balls and 1 strike. Neelyville leading by a run, 2-1 here in the top of inning number 4. This one is popped up, and behind us it is no balls and 2 strikes. Pretty sure Tim could have caught that if he tried. No balls and 2 strikes. Already in the 4th inning, this game has gone on 45 minutes. We knew this game had the potential to be a quick ball game, and we're moving right along already in the middle innings. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way by Pressler. Fouled away, this one right over top of us, and nearly got Tim this time. I mean, he dropped the camera on his head, nearly got hit by a foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes here. I can't do your job, Tim, so you got to stay healthy over there. I can't run that camera. That's all on you. No balls and 2 strikes. Grandma Jackie tuning in this afternoon on W Highway, cheering on the Lady Tigers here today. Up high for a ball. Good take by the batter. Good pitch, though, by September Pressler. Try to change the speed a little bit. Grandma Jackie told me earlier on she'll be on pins and needles today until the Lady Tigers secure the win. Here is the 1-2 pitch on the way from Pressler. Up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Jersey Lynn working the count. Pressler, 20 pitches in the first inning, 11 in the second, 7 in the third. And pitch number 6 in this at-bat coming up for the senior. Popped up, this one out toward right field, and can't come up with it as Callie Moss could not come up with it, and the ball goes out into the outfield, and now the runner will take off and go to third. So Lynn will get to third base on a throwing error.
Now batting number 4.
And now runner on third base, and there's nobody out. So Robertson, who struck out her first time, and now Chaffee comes in with a little bit of momentum now as Lynn able to get on base. Lynn hits her 4th double of the fall season, and here comes, it's going to hit her. So the runner takes off and goes to first base. So runners are on the corners with nobody down here in the inning, and we're going to get Coach Dobbins to come out. Runners on the corners, nobody down, and Jocelyn Hanlon coming up to the plate. She reached on an error her first time. Our ball game is being brought to you by Popper Bluff RV. They've got the largest selection of new and pre-owned campers in the area. No hidden fees, no PDI, and no freight fees. They also offer no credit check financing and lifetime warranties with free delivery and setup. And don't forget, they've got a full-service department with 2 service trucks. Find them on Highway 67 South in Popper Bluff, or give them a call today, 573-282-4601. It is Popper Bluff RV, a proud supporter of Neelyville softball. Runners are on the corners as Jocelyn Hanlon coming up. She is entering the ball game batting .329. First pitch is called a strike, and they'll give her the base. Back over to third base is not in time. And now runners are on second and third base. So Robertson will get the credit for the stolen base. And now 2 runners in scoring position here in the top of the 4th inning. Pressure is on now for the Lady Tiger defense. Popped up. This one's going to get out of play. Behind us, it's no balls and 2 strikes. Big out there at home plate as Addison Erhan awaits on deck, and then Jordan Brown. Pressler would love to get it out here with 2 runners on. Double play is off for the time being. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way from September Pressler. Outside for a ball. Fake the throw to third base. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good take by Hanlon, a sophomore for Coach Harrell. These 2 teams always play each other close. Here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. This one grounded out to the third baseman, over to first base in time. Great job by Dobbins to keep the runner at third base. So Erhan coming up to the plate now. Runners stay put. There is 1 down in the inning. Big first out there. And now Addison Erhan coming up to the plate. She has struck out her first time. Erhan, a sophomore, playing left field, batting .254 this season. With runners in scoring position, batting only .077. Under 1 with this one misses for a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. September Pressler 3 1/3 innings so far here today. 1 run on 3 hits. Trying to keep it a 2-1 game in favor of Neelyville. Swing and a miss, and blew that right past her. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count here in the 3rd. Lots of folks are tuning in here this afternoon on social media. Also watching us live on Misha TV as well. Just missed up high for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. Pressler trying to get out of the inning. It is a 2-1 ball game. Lady Tigers leading by a run here in the middle innings. Tries to foul it off. She does just that, but now the count is even at 2-2. Boy, big pitch coming here by September Pressler. Erhan struck out her first time. Matter of fact, Pressler has not recorded a strikeout since Addison Erhan back in the 2nd inning. About time for one right now. What do you say, September? Here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss right on cue. 2 down here in the inning.
Now batting number 8, Jordan Brown.
And now that is 2 down, and Jordan Brown coming up, who popped out to second base her first time. Lady Tigers are an out away from getting out of the inning. Pressler taking her time. Here's the first pitch. This one out to left field, and we are tied. And it's going to be a one-run game. Save. The base hit scores 2. So Robertson comes in on the throw, and Brown is able to advance to second base. Chaffee now regains the lead. They lead by 1 run. This one is popped up out to right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Here's a throw in to second base, not in time. It is now a 4-2 ball game. So Brown scores. Kasu is on second base.
Now batting number 3, Neelyville Tigers.
So another run scores there for the Lady Devils. And Carroll now, there is strike 1. It is a 4-2 ball game in favor of Chaffee. We'll see how resilient this Lady Tigers team is. This one is fouled away down the third base line. There is strike 2. It is no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner on second base, 2 down. It is a 2-run game. Chaffee leads it by 2 runs. Coming up in the home half, it'll be 5, 6, and 7, all due up for Neelyville. Fouled away again, so we'll do it again. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Chaffee has awakened here in the inning. 3 runs have already come in so far. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way from Pressler. And got her on the strikeout, and the inning will come to a close, but not before 3 runs come in on 3 hits. That is the first strikeout since the second inning for September Pressler. 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 error in the inning and a base runner on second base. We go to the bottom of the inning. Parker Ernst, Callie Moss, September Pressler all due up. It is a 2-run game, as now it is 4-2 in favor of Chaffee. It took 22 pitches in the inning, by the way. So now we'll see what Neelyville can bring to the table here in the home half of inning number 4, down by a couple of runs. Our ball game here today is brought to you by Turner Excavating, LLC. Need excavation services in southeast Missouri or northeast Arkansas? Then turn to Turner Excavating, LLC. Locally owned, licensed, and insured. They offer free estimates and budget-friendly prices. From land clearing to demolition, they've got you covered. Find them on Facebook or call 573-282-2949. And by Jumpin' Rentals. They just don't offer bounce houses and party rentals. They also provide a stress-free experience and fun for what your guests will never forget. From bounce house combos to built-in slides and even basketball hoops and so much more. Give them a call, 573-300-5577, or go online to jumpinrentals.com today and book your next event. and by Southern Paving and Seal Coating. The Shipman family with Southern Paving and Seal Coating will like to wish the Neelyville Lady Tigers the best of luck today. They offer top-notch paving solutions with quality materials and expert service for your commercial or residential parking lot, even driveways. Call 573-714-3909 at Southern Paving and Seal Coating, LLC, a proud supporter of Neelyville softball. Here we go. It is in the bottom of the fourth inning. Strike one is taken by Parker Ernst. It is no balls and a strike. Parker Ernst, an RBI hit back in the first. Here is the pitch on the way. It's no balls and a strike. Downstairs, count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of game left to be played today. We're only in the bottom of the fourth inning. Coming up on 5:30 this afternoon on this Tuesday. There's a ground ball, high chopper up the middle for a base hit. Oh, it gets behind the center fielder. Van Pelt, it's all the way to the fence. And Parker Ernst will be on third base. It'll be a base hit and then a fielding error by the center fielder, and Parker Ernst is all the way on third base. I told you this game is far from over. Callie Moss now coming up. She reached on an error and scored back in the second. Neelyville trying to cut into this lead and make it a one-run game. There's a strike right down the pike. Good pitch by Kasu. No balls and a strike. Runner on third base for Neelyville. Lady Tigers trying to respond here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Blew it right past her. No balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch. Kasu so far in the ball game, just 2 strikeouts, both coming in that second inning. Callie Moss batting .388 on the season, batting .381 with runners in scoring position. Good take by Moss. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Callie Moss, the second baseman for Neelyville, would love to drive in this run at third base. Here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got her with a fastball up high, and there is the strikeout. 1 down here in the inning.
Get ahead. Once you're behind. That's been the game plan the last time we played them.
September Pressler coming up to the plate. Pressler is 0 for 1. Struck out back in the second. 1 away with a runner on third base. Our ball game here this afternoon brought to you by Moss Playplex, Hover Farms, Bank of Grandin, Twisted Arrow, and S&T Contracting. Big at bat here by the pitcher, September Pressler. She shows bunt. She was in the batter's box, so they're going to call that a foul ball. Good call there by the home plate umpire. No balls and a strike. Very clear what Neelyville is trying to do in the early parts of this at-bat. Play small ball and drive in the runner on third base, Parker Ernst. She's got some speed over there on third base. A 6'2 junior for Neelyville. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss behind on that one. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to the pitcher, September Pressler. Trying to pick up that runner on third base. Kasu comes set. Here's the pitch. Up high. Good take by Pressler. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. It is 5:30 on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Frankie Castile. Glad to have you alongside for Neelyville Tigers softball. And she held off. What a pitch, and good hold off there by Pressler. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. So as Pressler comes set, trying to pick up that runner on third base. Here is the pitch. Popped up and out of play. We'll do it again. Still 2-2. Greens Taxidermy, Turner Farms, BJG Meat Company, Poplar Bluff RV. Also being brought to you by Turner Excavating LLC and Jumpin' Reynolds, proud supporters of Neelyville softball. Fly ball, this one, get out, baby. There's a base hit. And now it's a one-run game. Center fielder could not come up with it cleanly. And September Pressler, she delivers with one out here in the inning.
Now batting number 4.
So a second miscue in the outfield, and Pressler is now on second base. It is now a one-run game. It'll be an RBI base hit by Pressler. And now coming up, Mallory Dickin, and this one she'll foul away. It's no balls and a strike. So now Neelyville back in the game. They are down by a run. It is 4-3. No balls and one strike. Runner on second base, September Pressler. She's got 14 stolen bases here in the fall. We'll see how aggressive she is on second. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Trying to butt. Holds off, and there's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. We are in the bottom of inning number 4. It is a 4-3 game. Chaffee leading by a run. Neelyville threatening a runner on second base. Dickin, the 8-hitter in the lineup. 1 down. Big at bat here for the freshman. Fouls this one to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. The dugout here beside me for Neelyville. They are rocking right now in the 4th. 1-2 the count. Kasu gonna throw pitch number 59 here in the ball game. This one is a rocket shot over the first base dugout, and we'll do it again. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Pitch number 18 coming up for the sophomore in the inning. It is a 4-3 ball game. Neelyville down by a run. We are live in Chaffee. And strike 3 is called. Good pitch. 2 away here in the inning. And that's going to bring up Maya Martin. Martin struck out looking her first time. She would love to pick up that runner on second base. Martin, 10 RBIs on the season. She's got 16 hits, 2 doubles. Here is the first pitch. Oh, fouled this one away. Right on top of it. No balls and a strike. Anna Lack is awaiting on deck for Neelyville. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning, it'll be Reese Van Pelt, Paisley Graham, Jersey Lynn, 3, 4, and 5 for the Lady Devils. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch by Carly-Ann Kasu. Kasu now stands in the circle, looking over the catcher. Hanlon looking at her coach. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Just misses outside. Woo. Boy, all the credit goes to Maya Martin on that one to lay off that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Martin now digs in, looking for the left field gap out there. Up high, count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. So 1-run game. Neelyville trying to tie the score here in the 4th. Let's go, Martin. What do you say? Find that left field gap. This one is popped up and out of play behind us, so we'll do it again. Still 2-2 the count. Wind blowing out to left field. We got here today. It was blowing straight out to center. It is now out to left field here in the 4th. Good at bat between Martin and Kasu. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled away again. Good at bat. She is not messing around. She is not laying off of those. 2-2 with runners in scoring position. She is batting .296 on the year. Would love to tie this game with 1 swing. 2-2 pitch coming. There's a ground ball, base hit. Pressler. She was waved around, but she'll stay put. Runners are on the corners. Good job by Erhan to get that ball back in. A big hit there by Maya Martin. Her first of the ball game, and now Anna Lack coming up to the plate. Runners are on the corners and 2 down in the inning. Pressler on third. Maya Martin on first. Lack entering the game, batting .467. She has grounded out twice to third base and second base. She is due for a hit right here. Lack digs in, batting .467, entering today's game. And they're going to give Martin second base, and strike one. No balls and a strike, so runners now on second and third base. For Kasu, the importance is at home with Anna Lack. 2 runners in scoring position. Kasu comes set. Here is the 0-1 pitch from the sophomore. Oh, she tries to bunt her way on, and she will get there. They've got the runners in a rundown. She is safe, and here comes the run, and saved. Incredible base running by Maya Martin. I'm not sure if she meant to do that, but it worked. We are tied here in the fourth. It is a 4-4 ball game here in Chaffee, and that's going to bring out the head coach. Runners on first and second base. It'll be an infield base hit, and Pressler comes in to score. 4-4 game on the RBI by Anna Lack. What a turn of events as Neelyville battling their way back. And now they have tied the ball game. Runners on first and second base. Our ball game today brought to you by Southern Paving and Seal Coating LLC. Also being brought to you by Russian Towing and Auto, B&J Fencing, Dick and Charlotte Farm, Smith & Sons Excavating, and Mizell Rock and Dirt. It is Jade Crosswhite. She is singled and grounded out. How about a double right here, number 11? What do you say? There's a fly ball. Get out, baby, get out. There's a hit. Here comes Maya Martin, and she is saved. So Maya Martin, or make that Martin, comes in to score. Neelyville has regained the lead. Crosswhite with an RBI base hit. We'll take it. It is a 5-4 ball game. And now they're going to walk Dobbins. It is loud here today, Tim. Intentional walk. And now the bases are loaded. 2 down. It is a 5-4 ball game. Dixie Cloud coming up to the plate. Oh, I wouldn't mind a double right here, Dixie. What do you say? Time is called by Cloud. Batting .474 on the season. 25 RBIs, 5 home runs. Big gap out there in right field between the right fielder and the line. This one fouled away. She was swinging for the fence. No balls and a strike. You better believe it's loud in Frisco Field. Neelyville coming back, scoring 3 runs of their own. No balls and a strike to Dixie Cloud, a senior for Coach Sexton. They lead by 1. This one is popped up and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. No balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 0-2 pitch by Kasu to Dixie Cloud. Bases are loaded. There it is. Left field. Get out. And it's going to be caught. Oh, man. It was a rocket shot to left field. A good heads-up play by Erhan. Hit a little bit too hard, but the damage is done. It is a new ball game. 3 runs on 5 hits, a couple of errors in the inning, and the bases are left loaded as we go to the top of inning number 5. It is now a 5-4 ball game. Neelyville getting 5 big hits in the inning, and they leave 3 on base. 2 strikeouts in the inning. So now as we go to the 5th inning, it took 31 pitches by Kasu, and now we go to the top of the 5th. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. Van Pelt, Graham, and Lynn are all due up here in the top of inning number 5, and it is a 5-4 ball game. Neelyville has turned the page here on this game. Can they keep that momentum here in the top of the 5th inning? Our ball game is proudly presented by Representative Cameron Parker, Shepherd Auto Sales. Also being brought to you by Dental Arts Group, Ross Block and Tile Company, Moss Playplex, Hover Farms, and the Bank of Grandin. Boy, it is loud today here at Frisco Field. Neelyville, 3 big runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Van Pelt, she is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Paisley Graham is 0 for 2. Jersey Lynn 1 for 2 with a big double back in that 4th inning. So now Neelyville looking for a 1-2-3 shutdown inning. They do lead by a run. We'll see if the outfield on their toes for the Lady Tigers. You can see it in their facial expression. They're having fun right now. They lead 5-4. Remember, we are live on Misha TV as well as on the radio, 93.3 FM and 9:30 AM. Our audio is being streamed on Facebook as well. Good pitch by September Pressler. No balls and 1 strike. Pressler, 6 strikeouts here in the ball game. She is 1 away from number 800 for her career. Just needs 1 more. I say get it here, get it over with. What do you say? Strike 2. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Van Pelt. She is 1 for 2 on the afternoon with an RBI double. And she popped out to Maya Martin back in the 3rd. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way from Pressler. Right at Dobbins. What a good job. A line drive, and what a catch. That was a line drive. That was hit very hard right at Dobbins. 1 away here in the 5th inning. It goes L5 on the out. And coming up to the plate, it'll be Paisley Graham, who has struck out and grounded out. 1 down here in the 5th inning. I know we haven't got a chance to catch a lot of the comments here on Facebook. We apologize for that. So much going on. We want to make sure that we have no interruptions. This one's popped up and out of play down that 3rd base line. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, a big crowd here today at Frisco Field on both sides. Neelyville lining up behind home plate all the way down the 1st base line. Same for Chaffee behind home all the way down the 3rd base line. We knew these 2 teams was going to be a battle, and so far it has been just that. This one misses up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count here in the top of inning number 5. Neelyville leads 5-4. Trying to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and bring those bats back up for the Lady Tigers. 2 balls and a strike. This one misses up high. Coming up in the home half of inning number 5 for Neelyville, it'll be Parker Ernst, Callie Moss, September Pressler all due up in the bottom of the inning. Inside, just misses. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 the count. So far, Pressler has only walked 1 batter all ball game. 3 balls and a strike here. Graham ahead in this count. Pressler gets a sign. Here is the 3-1 pitch. This one is out toward right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. This time Martin able to field it cleanly. It'll be a base hit out to right field. And now Jersey Lynn coming up to the plate. 1 on and 1 down, or I should say a double last inning. She also came around to score the go-ahead run. It is a 5-4 score here in the top of inning number 5. Going to get a pinch runner to come in here for the Lady Devils.
Number 7, Abby Handbag.
So Handbag is coming in to the ball game here for Graham over on first base. So Abby Handbag is on first base. 1 down here in the inning, and Jersey Lynn, who was 1 for 2 on the afternoon, she steps in. 1 on, 1 down, and Neelyville leads by a run. Good pitch right down the pike. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Our ball game is presented by Hober Farms, Bake of Grandin, Twisted Arrow, S&T Contracting, and Greens Taxidermy. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Just misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of ball game left to be played in this one. We are in the top of the 5th. We're going back and forth. Tigers lead by 1. Lady Devils got off to a 1-run lead in the first. There's a ground ball right to Dobbins to second base out there. Just not in time at first. Good job there by Dobbins to get that lead runner. It is a fielder's choice. And Handbag is going to be out at second base, and Lynn is now going to be over at first. It is a fielder's choice. 2 down here in the inning. And now coming up to the plate, Bailey Robertson. She has walked and scored and struck out. Up high, and now the runner takes off. Lynn will be at second base. So runner in scoring position for the Lady Devils here. Runner on second base with 2 down. Pressler trying to get out of this inning. Pitch number 73 coming up for the senior. And good pitch right at the knees too. Called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Great movement there by Pressler. 2 down here in the top of inning number 5. Gore in left field, Cross White in center, Maya Martin in right. Dobbins at third, Cloud at short. This one's popped up. This one is going to get over the head, and we are tied again. It is a collision at second base. And we're going to, because of the collision, the runner will now get to third base. It is an RBI double. And we are tied, and Robertson is going to end up on third base.
Now batting number 1, Jocelyn Henry.
So we are tied at 5. I told you this game is going back and forth. Big RBI double there. And now Jocelyn Hanlon coming up to the plate, takes strike 1, no balls and 1 strike. 5-5 is your score. Hanlon is 0 for 2. She reached on an air back in the second and grounded out in the fourth. Just misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike, so 1-1 the count. We are tied here in the 5th. 5-5 is your score. Winner moves on to the state quarterfinals on Saturday. Up high for a ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. Runner on third base. The catcher for the Lady Devils trying to drive in the go-ahead run on third. This one gets away, and here comes the run, and save. On a pass ball, Robertson is going to come in to score, and Chaffee once again has regained the lead. It is a 6-5 ball game. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Chaffee now leads by 1 run. Still have a long way to go in this game. And lost her on ball 4. Hanlon now on first base. Going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher.
Courtesy runner number 2, Leah Van Deven.
And now coming up as a courtesy runner is going to be number 2, Van Deven.
Hey, we've got 2 outs. Let's go.
We also got a hitter. 2
outs.
Got a pinch hitter, it looks like, as well for Ernhan. So Ernhan is going to be pinch hit at 4. Looks like it's going to be Ashton Rhodes is going to be the pinch hitter in this situation. 1 on, 2 down here in the top of inning number 5. It is a 1-run game. Still a lot of softball left to be played here. Here comes a train in the background, so you might hear that in just a moment. Here is the first pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Pressler not messing around, going right after the hitter, giving up 2 runs in the inning. Big crowd here this afternoon. And does she hold off? I believe she did. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now they appeal down to first base and they say, nope, she held off. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the train in the background. Told you you'd hear it. Here is the 1-1 count. Up high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. Lots of folks here today making that trip to Chaffee. 2-1 the count. Runner on first base. It's a 1-run game as Chaffee leads by a run. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 2-2 the count. September Pressler 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Parker Ernst will lead us off in the 5th, and then Callie Moss, and then September Pressler. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. This one fouls it away. And we'll do it again. Still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Lady Tigers, they did bat around in that 4th inning. 2-2 the count. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. So there is career number 800 for September Pressler. She does reach 800 strikeouts for her career. Congratulations. It is a 6-5 ball game. Let's take a 30-second break on the radio. We'll come right back. You're watching and listening to Neelyville Softball on the River Radio Sports Network.
Tired of guessing where your meat comes from? Country Road Market in Wapapello is your answer. We're bringing the farm to your table. From fresh cuts to custom processing, we do it all. Bring us your deer, hog, or cattle and let our expert butchers work their magic. So skip the grocery store and head to Country Road Market. We're your neighbors and we're here to serve you. Stop by 558 County Road 507 just off Highway KK or call 573-297-3456.
All right, so we are back, and it is a 1-run ball game. Chaffee has regained the lead as we get set for the home half of inning number 5, but this game is far from over the way these 2 teams are swinging today. And Parker Ernst will lead us off here in the home half of inning number 5. She is 2 of 2 on the afternoon. Wouldn't mind seeing it go to 3 and 3 on the evening, or on the afternoon so far. She's a very dangerous hitter, 6 home runs so far this fall season. We are in the home half of inning number 5. It is a 6-5 game. Ernst, Moss, and Pressler all due up. Here is the first pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Graham over to first base in time. 1 pitch and 1 down here in the inning. So 1 away here in the top of inning, or make that bottom of inning number 5. It goes 5-3 on the out. And now Callie Moss comes up. She is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. A swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike here. Coming up on 6 o'clock on this Tuesday afternoon. More like Tuesday evening now. Here is the 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss. A little bit early on that swing. No balls and 2 strikes. 6-5 is your score here in the home half of inning number 5. Kasu comes set. Popped up and out of play behind us. My truck was that direction. My bad, Tim. Usually it's your car. Today it's my truck. No balls and 2 strikes. Moss trying to get on base. Second time on the afternoon. She did reach on an error back in the second. Came in to score. Just misses on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. 6-5 is your score here in the bottom of inning number 5. The winner moves on to Saturday in the state quarterfinals. Swing and a miss. 2 down here in the inning. 2 quick outs. September Pressler coming up to the plate now. Pressler here in the game, 1 for 2, an RBI base hit back in the 4th. Struck out in the 2nd. 2 down here in the inning. It is a 6-5 game. These two battled it out back on September 30th. Fouled away. It is no balls and 1 strike. Chaffee led late in the game on September 30th, and the Lady Tigers would come back and win it 3-2. They've got to come back in this game as well. They're down by a run. Here is the 0-1 pitch to Pressler. This one fouls it away, or I should say hits it right down the first base line. It stays fair, and that is how the inning will come to a close. 3 up and 3 down. It is a 3 unassisted. And now we are going to the top of inning number 6. No runs on, no hits, and nobody left on. We go to the top of the 6th. It is a 6-5 ball game. And no base runners for Neelyville in this inning. For Kasu, it took only 8 pitches to get out of the inning. It is her best inning to this point. And now the coaching staff meeting with the players right here by the first base line. So we'll see what kind of motivation they get going into the 6th inning. Brown, Kasu, and Carroll are all due up here in the top of the 6th inning. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at Russian Towing and Auto, B&J Fencing, Dickin Charlet Farm, Smith & Sons Excavating. Also being brought to you by Meisel's Rock and Dirt representative Cameron Parker, Shepherd Auto Sales, Dental Arts Group. Also being brought to you by Ross Block and Tile Company, Moss Playplex, Hover Farms, Bank of Grandin, Twisted Arrow. Also being brought to you by S&T Contracting, Greens Taxidermy, Turner Farms, BJ Jeep Meat Company, Popper Bluff RV, Turner Excavating LLC, Jumpin' Reynolds, and Southern Paving and Seal Coating LLC, proud supporters of the Neelyville Lady Tigers. It is a 6-5 game here in the top of inning number 6. So we'll see what Neelyville can do. First pitch is in there for a called strike, and we are underway here in the top of the 6th inning. It is no balls and 1 strike now to Jordan Brown, the 9-hitter in the lineup. 6-5 game late in this one now. Pop straight up, going to get behind us. It is no balls and 2 strikes. It is 6 p.m. If you're listening on the radio, we do owe you a legal ID. We'll take it following this pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. September Pressler comes set. Gets the sign she wants. Here it is, 0-2 pitch. Popped up, and this one is playable. First baseman comes in to make the play. Ernst, and there is one down. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the River Radio Sports
Today's
Network.
talk, 9:30 a.m. KWOC Poplar Bluff, Missouri. 93.3 FM, K227VK Poplar Bluff, Missouri. And KMAL Malden, Missouri.
It is 6:01. I'm Frankie Castile. Glad to have you alongside here for Neelyville softball. We are back to the top of the lineup now. Here in the 6th, and there's a base hit to center field. A 1-out hit by the pitcher, Kasu. And just like that, here we are off and running on the second pitch of the inning, rather. This one is a base hit to center field, out to Crosswhite. Kasu with her 3rd hit of the ball game, 3 hits and a walk. This one is taken out of play down the third base line. It is a foul. It is no balls and 1 strike. We are in the top of inning number 6. Neelyville trying to keep this a 1-run game. Pressler now has just hit career 800 for her career strikeout-wise. This one is popped up, and this one is not going to be caught. Good effort, though, by Rudy there at third base. It is now no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count. Really good ball game. We knew this game was going to be tight, and that's what it's been to this point. Neelyville's going to have to come from behind to win this game. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouls it away again down at the third base line, so we'll do it again. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count. A lot of folks tuning in right now on Facebook. Glad to have you alongside. Let us know where you're watching from, and obviously we're going for Neelyville. Clearly up high. Good pitch there by Pressler. Good layoff by Carroll. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rudy on third base. Dixie Cloud at shortstop. At second base, Callie Moss. At first base, Parker Ernst. And a lack behind the plate. And no strike call there. And safe at second base as Kasu took off, and she'll be on second now. Count is going to go even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now insurance run standing on second base with 1 down in the inning. Pressler digs in. Here is the 2-2 offering on the way. Fouls it away. Good at bat here by Carroll. Still 2-2 the count. Pressler, pitch number 96 of the ball game coming up. She has pitched 5 1/3 innings so far today. Wind blowing straight out now once again to center field, showing bunt, and this one is tries to slap it rather down the third base line. It goes foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now the umpire, I should say the coaches, are going to come out. They're going to appeal their case. I thought it was a bunt, but they're saying it was, she let her bat out there for a non-bunt, and they lost the appeal on that one. Still 2-2. Ball did go down the third base line, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big at bat here by Carroll as Van Pelt awaits on deck. Pressler comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And outside, count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pressler trying to get out of this inning with no more damage. Fouls it away. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch number 2 coming up now to Carroll. She is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Struck out. Also a sacrifice bunt back in the third, and then a strikeout in the fourth. struck out twice so far today. Here is the payoff pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit sharply right to Cloud. Oh, it's going to be an overthrow. And here comes one run. So a routine out turns into an insurance run with a runner still on second base, and Chaffee now leads by 2 runs. So Kasu comes in and scores on the E6. It is now a 7-5 game.
Now batting number 15, Reese Van Pelt.
So Reese Van Pelt, she is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. She RBI doubled back in the first, popped out to right field in the third, and a line out to third on fifth. Fouls this one away at no balls and 1 strike. 1 down here in the inning. 7-5 is your score. In the home half of the fifth, it'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Lady Tigers. Neelyville down by 2 runs. Outside for a ball. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-5 is your score. Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball. This one is hammered. It is going and gone. A 2-run homer by Reese Van Pelt. It goes to center field. And now it is a 9-5 ball game.
Home run, number 15, Reese Van Pelt.
A 9-5 game. Neelyville, their biggest deficit of the ball game, is now by 4 runs.
Now batting number 6, Paisley Graham.
Paisley Graham coming up to the plate. Graham is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. It is a 9-5 score. Chaffee leads following that 2-run homer. This one is out to center field, and this one drops in for a base hit. Runner on first base with 1 down rather.
Now batting number 21,
Jersey Lynn coming up to the plate. She is also 1 for 3 today. Lynn doubled and scored back in the fourth. Grounded out in the first and in the fifth.
Keep it rolling, Chaffee.
9-5 your score. Big inning here by Chaffee in the sixth. Strike is called. Just caught enough of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. It is a 9-5 score. Neelyville trying to get out of the inning and get some of those runs back. There's a fly ball. This one out towards center field. It hits the fence, and it'll be a double. And Graham is going to be on third base. So runners on second and third base. Graham a double, or make that Lynn her second double rather.
Now batting number 4, Bailey Robertson.
Bailey Robertson coming up to the plate. Robertson is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. She struck out, she has walked an RBI double and scored back in the fifth. This one has popped up to the fence in front of us. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count here in the bottom, or make that top of inning number 5. Neelyville down by 4 runs. This one is in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is even at 1-1. It is a 9-5 score with runners on second and third base. This one out toward right field, and there's a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes 2 runs. So 2 runs that come in, and now it is all of a sudden an 11-5 ball game. $11-5 is your score. A 2 RBI base hit by Robertson. 2 top teams in Missouri going at it here.
Let's go.
It is an 11-5 game. 5 runs have come in for Chaffee already in this one. Our ball game is presented by Southern Paving and Seal Coating LLC, Jumpin' Rentals, Turner Excavating LLC, and Poplar Bluff RV. We'll come right back. We're going to have a pitching change. We'll come back in just a moment. 1-minute timeout on the River Radio Sports Network.
Whether you're in the market to buy or sell a home or invest in land or recreational property, talking with a reputable team of professionals makes that decision easier. Like the team at PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, with a combination of over 70 agents and back office staff, as well as over 330 years of combined experience. They are not just agents. PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist list on all major nationwide websites, showcasing properties with professional photos, videos, and FFA certified drone coverage. PB Realty, a premier brokerage, is the area's leader in the real estate industry, known for uncompromising integrity and customer satisfaction. Broker owner Nathan Maurer invites you to discuss your next real estate investment by calling PB Realty at 573-785-7600 or Legacy Farm and Land Specialist at 573-785-0530. With agents located across Missouri as well as Kentucky and Illinois, they are anywhere you need them to be. PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist.
So the new pitcher on the mound for the Lady Tigers of Neelyville, number 12, Macy Andrews, making her 9th appearance. She is 2-1 on the season at 21 and 1/3 innings pitched. She has given up 22 hits, 11 runs, 3 of them earned, walked 8, struck out 11. Her earned run average is .984, and there is ball 1 taken. So 1 ball, no strikes, 11-5. Chaffee exploding here in this inning. They pick up 5 runs, and there's a ground ball to Parker Ernst. It'll be a foot race, and she'll win that race every time. It is 2 down here in the inning. Robertson now ends up on second base.
Addison Iron.
So Addison Erhan coming up to the plate now.
Let's go, ladies.
2 away. We are back to the top of the lineup now. We've batted around. Takes ball 1 ball and no strikes. That is a 6-run deficit here in the top of inning number 6. A 2-run homer in the inning, 5 runs in all. Here is the pitch on the way. It is 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Coming up in the home half, it is 8, 9, and 1. Mallory Dickin, Maya Martin, and Anna Lack. This one is downstairs. It's now a 3 balls and no strike count. 3-0 the count. Neelyville trails by 6th here in the 6th. Here is the pitch, and this one lost her on 4 straight pitches. Runner on first and second base.
Number 8, Jordan Brown.
And now with Jordan Brown coming up to the plate, Lady Devils have batted around here in the 6th.
Let's go, Amy. Bring her in. Let's go.
Neelyville trying to get out of this inning with no other damage done. There's a ground ball hit right to Andrews over to first base, and the side is retired, but not before the Lady Devils pick up 5 runs on 5 hits and an error. We go to the bottom of the inning, and it is a 6-run game. 2 runners are left on base. So now we'll see what Neelyville is able to do in the home half of inning number 6. On the radio, we're going to step away for 30 seconds and come right back on the River Radio Sports Network.
Whether buying your first home, moving to a larger home, or refinancing an existing mortgage, the mortgage team at First Midwest Bank can help you find the right loan for your needs. We offer a variety of long-term, fixed-rate, and secondary market loans, including conventional, first-time homebuyer, VA, FHA, or rural development, and we'll walk with you through the entire process from start to finish. Stop by a First Midwest Bank location or visit us online at onemidwest.com to make your dream home a reality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So we are back in the home half of inning number 6. It is a 6-run game after a 5-run inning there by Chaffee in the 5th, or make that in the 6th rather. It'll be Dickin, Martin, and Lack are all due up. Wind has really calmed down a little bit. Neelyville trying to get back on course. Here in the home half of inning number 6. So up to the plate will be Mallory Dickin, a freshman, the DP here in the ball game, and she is 0 for 2 so far. She did reach on an error back in the 2nd. Struck out looking in the 4th. 11-5 is your score. Kasu back out there for the 6th inning. She has pitched 81 pitches so far. 6-run game. I would say typically you might start to celebrate, but Neelyville is no ordinary team. They've got the power and the strength. If anybody can come back, these Tigers can come back. No balls and 1 strike. Down by 6 runs. Big crowd here tonight at Frisco Field. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals on Saturday. Swing and a miss behind on that one at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count. 11-5 is your score. Neelyville trying to get back in this one. 8-9-1. There's a fly ball. This one out toward right field. Coming in to make the catch. Nobody can. It drops in no man's land. There is the first hit by Dickin of the inning, and that'll be a long single to right field. So Mallory Dickin doing her job, and she gets on first base. I think her dad, Bobby Dickin, was right behind me. Going to get a pinch runner to come in. And coming in for Neelyville, it'll be Alicia Barker, number 23. So Barker coming in, she'll be the runner on first base. Maya Martin, who got a base hit back in the 4th, she is now in. Up high for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Want to try to avoid that double play. It is 11-5, 6-run deficit. Awaiting on deck is the top of the lineup and Anna Lack. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Kasu. It's now count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count here in the bottom of inning number 6. Here is the 1-1 pitch downstairs. Good stop by Hanlon. Saved the runner from going to second base. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count. Lady Tigers trying to get back in this game. They need a big inning here. Fouled away. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. 11-5 your score if you're listening on the radio. Martin digs in as she looks determined and got her looking. Good pitch. And there is one down here in the inning. And now Anna Lack coming up to the plate. We are back to the top of the lineup. Lack here in the ball game is 1 of 3 so far today, an RBI base hit back in the 4th. She has also grounded out to 3rd base and to 2nd base in the 1st and 2nd innings. 1 away for Anna Lack. This one right down the 3rd base line to the fence. It is foul. No balls and 1 strike. Wasn't showing bunt on that one. She was swinging away. Jay Crosswhite awaiting on deck. Crosswhite had an RBI hit back in the 4th as well. 11-5 your score. Neelyville trying to cut into this lead. Barker standing on first base. Outside for a ball. Good take there by Lack. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Lack entering the ball game has an impressive batting average. She is batting .467 entering today's game. Would love to advance that runner on first base and keep this train going for Neelyville. Here is the pitch. Fouls it away. It was up high. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. 11-5 is your score here in the bottom of inning number 6. Here it is by Kasu. Ground ball gets in for a base hit. And Barker is now on 2nd base. I told you if any team can give you a run, it is this team that we are following tonight. Lack with a base hit. And now Jay Crosswhite. She's got 2 hits on the game. She is 2 out of 3. Barker on 2nd. Lack on 1st. Crosswhite, explosive speed at the plate. And Lack has a lot of speed on 1st. Here is the first offering to Crosswhite. Strike is at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. 2 runners on and 1 down here in the inning. Waiting on deck is Dobbins. She was intentionally walked her last time in the 4th. If somehow Crosswhite can reach, they've got a pitch to her, you would think. She shows bunt. It's a perfect bunt. And she is safe at first. I told you, that's explosive speed out of the batter's box. She put that one right where she needed to, and now the bases are loaded to Rudy. And you can't put her on base now. You can't intentionally walk her. 3 base hits in the inning. Dobbins comes up. She is 1 for 1, 2 walks and a base hit. Rudy stands in. Takes this one as she was swinging to clear the bases. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, she's not messing around. Just missed that one. 11-5 is your score. Bases are loaded for Neelyville. Trying to cut into this lead here in the 6th. Here is the 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Here comes Crosswhite. She's not stopping. A 3 RBI base hit by Dobbins. I told you if one team out here can match toe-to-toe, it's the one we're calling for today. So Rudy comes through on a 3 RBI base hit. Crosswhite scores all the way from first. It is a 11-8 ball game. steal by Dixie Cloud. So Dobbins comes in to score. It is now 11-9. And now Parker Ernst comes up to the plate. So Dixie Cloud keeping it going. Parker Ernst coming up to the plate. It is 11-9. What a game back and forth, and Neelyville right back in the game. 4 runs already in the inning. It was a 6-run deficit, and they've scored 4 of them back here in this inning. Parker Ernst, she is 2 of 3 on the night. She is entering the game batting .471. A lot of power standing at home. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. 6 home runs on the season by Parker. Can she make it number 7? She's got the power to do so. It is a no balls and 1 strike count. And strike 2 is called. No balls and 2 strikes. Parker Ernst, runner on second base. Just misses. Ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Parker Ernst. There's a ground ball. High chopper right at the third baseman. Over to first is not in time. It was a high chopper to Graham. Graham could not throw the runner out. Parker is too fast. And now Kelly Moss is coming up. Tying run is on first base. Tim, I'll bet you a soda that Parker takes off and takes second. What do you think? Take me up on that? I think you said yes. You're on, Tim. Parker Ernst now on first base. Cloud on third. Boy, big at bat here by Callie Moss. She is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Reaches on an error back into second. 11-9 is your score. 1 down. Popped up, and it'll go out of play. No balls and 1 strike. All right, Neelyville fans who are tuning in right now on Facebook, what do you think about this game? That's right, Hover Farm says never count out the Lady Tigers. Absolutely. Could not agree more with you. 11-9 is your score. Good job. And there you go. Parker takes second. I'll take a water, Tim. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit will more than likely score 2 runs with Parker on second. Up high for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Boy, this crowd on the first base side, electric here tonight. Neelyville making a comeback for the ages. They're down by 2, 2 runners in scoring position. Fly ball, this one out towards center field. It may score 1. And there is the out at center field. Over to third is out, but the runner scores. It is 11-10, your score. It should count at home. Yeah, they're going to count it, so it is a 1-run deficit. Neelyville comes back and they score 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to take a 30-second break and come right back on the River Radio Sports Network.
There's family fun in the arcade every night at your Poplar Bluff Pizza Inn. Get the always fresh salad bar with a homemade ranch and nearly endless selection of toppings with thick or thin crust. You can almost smell the delicious goodness of your favorite Pizza Inn pizza, like that irresistible chocolate chip. It's a great meal out that the entire family will enjoy, with unbeatable pricing and loads of fun waiting for the kids in the arcade every night. Dine in at Pizza Inn tonight, or call in your carry-out order at 573-686-1191, or online at pizzainn.com.
So we are back here as we get ready for the top of inning number 7, and it is a one-run game. Five runs on 6 hits. It is now a 11-10 ball game. So Callie Moss did have a sacrifice fly. It went F7, or make that F8 rather. So here we go as we get ready for the top of inning number 7. There's a ground ball, hits a Rudy over to first base, and safe as Kasu does it again, able to get on an infield base hit. Took 25 pitches, by the way, that last inning. There's a bunt. This one's going to go foul. Good job there by Anna Lack. What a throw by the catcher. So 1 ball and no strikes. This one misses. Here's a throw down to second base. Not in time. So Kasu ends up on second base. It is now runner on second base. It's a big insurance run standing on second base right now for Chaffee. This one out toward, it's going to drop in for a base hit. Now the runners are on first and third base. Great effort by Gore.
And now batting number 15, Reese Van Pelt.
So now Van Pelt on back-to-back hits. Carroll standing at first base. Van Pelt, a 2-run homer her last time up. We are in the 7th inning. It is, and now they're going to go ahead and give her the intentional walk. Bases are loaded, nobody out.
Number 6, Paisley Graham.
Paisley Graham coming up to the plate. She's got a couple of hits on the evening so far. 11-10 is your score. Neelyville in a jam here with runners on every base. Good job there by Lack to hold off. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Neelyville trying to get out of this jam, only down by a run. Right now it's 11-10. Just misses downstairs. Ball 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. 11-10 your score. 2 hours and 6 minutes. This game has been going on, and it's been a battle all the way through. There's a ground ball to Dobbins. Over to home. Got her at home. What a play by Dobbins. Great job by Lack to make the catch. Great job by Dobbins on the fielder's choice. So one down here in the inning. And Coach Sexton now is going to come out. And I believe he's going to put September Pressler back in the ballgame. One down here in the inning. So a fielder's choice by Paisley Graham. One down in the inning. And now we're going to get a pitching change as it's September Pressler back in. She will come in and try to finish this game. Andrews threw 12 pitches, or 6 pitches rather, in the inning. Bases are loaded. Our ball game here tonight proudly presented by Southern Paving and Seal Coating LLC, Jumpin' Reynolds, also Turner Excavating LLC, Poplar Bluff RV, BJG Meat Company, Turner Farms, also being brought to you by Greens Taxidermy, S&T Contracting, Twisted Arrow, the Bank of Grandin, Hover Farms, and Moss Playplex. So September Pressler is back in the game, and she'll resume. Let's get you the numbers here for the two pitchers here this evening, for Neelyville. Andrews went 1 inning, faced 7 batters. Gave up 2 hits, no runs, a couple of walks, no strikeouts.
Number 21, Jersey.
September Pressler has gone 5 1/3 innings so far, has given up 12 hits, 11 runs, 8 earned, walked 2 and struck out 7, also hit a batter. Those are the numbers right now. Chaffee with 11 runs on 14 hits and 4 errors. Neelyville 10 runs on 14 hits and 3 errors. 1 down in the inning. Bases are loaded. Jersey Lynn is coming up. She is 2 out of 4. Inside pitch. Good job by Lack to corral that one. 1 ball and no strikes. It is 1-0 the count. September Pressler back in, trying to close out this inning to go down by a run. There's a ground ball again. This one is underneath the glove. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. It is a base hit and 2 runs come in to score. It is now a 13-10 ball game. So now it is a 3-run game again. And this one hits her, and we are back to bases are loaded again.
Now batting number 1, Jocelyn Hanlon.
So now Hanlon coming up to the plate. Bases are loaded. It is a 3-run game. Here is the pitch on the way. Just outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Here is the 1-0 pitch on the way by Pressler. Popped up, this one's playable. Dobbins calls everybody off and makes the catch. That's a huge second out to Rudy there at third base. 2 down in the inning, a 3-run game. Addison Erhan coming up to the plate. Erhan in there for a call strike. Good pitch. She is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. or evening rather. It is nighttime after all. Sunset's already happened. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. It is 1-1 the count here in the top of inning number 7. Coming up for Neelyville, it'll be 7, 8, 9 all due up. Up high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Neelyville going to try to get to the top of the lineup here in the bottom part. Right now they're down by 3 runs. There is 2 outs in the inning though. Neelyville trying to get out of this jam. Bases are loaded. Strike 2, a good pitch right down the pike. 2-2 the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. September Pressler trying to get to the bottom of the inning. Here is your 2-2 pitch on the way. Good stop by Lack. It is a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. There's nowhere to putter. Full count. Runners will take off on the pitch. Here is the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Big time strikeout there. And now it'll be 7-8-9 for Neelyville. Can they come back? Can they score 4 runs in the inning to come all the way back and win this in the 7th? We're going to find out. They leave them loaded. And now we go to the bottom of the inning. It is a 13-10 ball game. That is a huge strikeout to end the inning. It took 17 pitches overall, and we're going to keep it right here. We're not going to go to break. Instead, we're going to take this opportunity, and let's thank our sponsors once again of making all this possible. Without them, we couldn't do it. We want to say a big shout out to Southern Paving and Seal Coating LLC, also being brought to you by Jumpin' Rentals, Turner Excavating LLC, Poplar Bluff RV, BJG Meat Company, Turner Farms, Greens Taxidermy, S&T Contracting, Twisted Arrow, Bank of Grandin, also being brought to you by Hober Farms, Moss Playplex, Ross Block and Tile Company, Dental Arts Group, also being brought to you by Shepherd Auto Sales, Representative Cameron Parker, Mizell's Rock and Dirt, Smith & Sons Excavating, Dickin Charlet Farm, B&J Fencing, and Russians Towing and Auto. All proud supporters of the Neelyville Lady Tigers. So now we are in the last of the 7th inning. It is a 13-10 ball game, and Neelyville going to try to come back and take this one in the 7th. To do that, they will need an inning they had last inning. In the 6th inning, they were able to really come back and put 5 runs on. They need 4 right here. We're going to see if they can do it. All right, Tiger fans, let's hear you. If you're watching us on Facebook, let's see your comments here. Let's get behind the Lady Tigers in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-run game. September Pressler. It's a small ground down and got her at first base. That's a huge first out.
Now batting number 4, Mallory.
1 down in the inning. Mallory Dickin coming up. She singled her last time. 2 defensive outs away from Neelyville being eliminated. Strike is called on the inside part of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Mallory Dickin, a big base hit last inning. Love to see her get one right here. 1 down in the inning, a 3-run game. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Awaiting on deck is Maya Martin. 1 down here in the 7th inning. Neelyville trying to get their top of the lineup back up. outside. A good layoff there by Mallory Dickin. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. This game, we've got it broadcasted live on Misha TV and on the radio. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Good pitch, or I should say good layoff again by Mallory Dickin. Count is even at 2-2. Man, Dickin's not going to give up. She's not going to roll over. She's got some power in that 8 spot. Coming in batting .333. Swing and a miss. 2 down here in the inning. 2 outs in the inning, and now it's up to the 9-hitter, Maya Martin, to keep this going. Anna Lack awaiting on deck. 13-10 is your score. Maya Martin 1 for 3, takes strike 1, a little bit high, no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count as Maya trying to get on. Maya Martin. Big gap in left field. Fouls it away. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Neelyville down to their final strike. We are at Frisco Field in Chaffee. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chaffee wins the district championship. 13-10 is your final score. It took 2 hours and 19 minutes to complete the ball game. Kasu gets the win, Pressler gets the loss, and the final score tonight is 13-10 as Neelyville suffers their 2nd loss on the season, ending an incredible season they have had entering today's game, 27-1. Congratulations to the Lady Devils of Chaffee as Neelyville coming up 3 runs short tonight, 13-10. Is your final score. Chaffee will now move on to the quarterfinal round on Saturday. And we want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors, and we had a huge audience watching us on Facebook, also on Misha TV as well. We want to say thank you again to our great sponsors. Without our sponsors, we could not do this. They include Russians Towing and Auto, B&J Fencing, Dickin Charlet Farm. Also being brought to you by Smith & Sons Excavating, Mizell's Rock and Dirt, Representative Cameron Parker, Shepherd Auto Sales. Also being brought to you by Dental Arts Group, Ross Block and Tile Company, Moss Playplex, Hover Farms, and being brought to you by the Bank of Grandin, Twisted Arrow, S&T Contracting, Greens Taxidermy, Turner Farms, also BJG Meat Company, Poplar Bluff RV, Turner Excavating LLC, Jumpin' Reynolds, and Southern Paving and Seal Coat LLC. As you see, Neelyville getting presented at 2nd place, and Chaffee is your district champions back-to-back seasons. They will now move on to the quarterfinal round coming up on Saturday. Chaffee ranked number 6 in Class 2, and they will move on to the quarterfinals coming up on Saturday. I want to say thank you again to Coach Sexton, allowing us to cover this impressive team the last couple of days. It's our last couple of games, rather. It was quite the experience, and Neelyville has nothing to be ashamed about. Coming up 3 runs short here in this district championship game. They had a phenomenal season all the way around. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and end our video broadcast here tonight as Neelyville falls a little bit short their season. season now comes to an end, and we will pick up the Lady Tigers once again coming up in the spring as soon as we get to the OFC softball tournament, and that'll be coming up in April. So once again, a big shout out to all of our sponsors who made this possible, and thank you again to Tim Hicks for showing up and making this possible as well. Without him, we are unable to get this done. Final score 13-10 as Neelyville season will come to an end. We'll go ahead and say so long from Frisco Field in Chaffee. You've been watching and listening to Neelyville Softball. We have been live on Misha TV, Today's Talk, KWOC.com, our Facebook page, and on 93.3 FM, 930 AM, KWOC. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you back here next time on the River Radio Sports Network.
I needed Neighbors when my car got stuck.